All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the SMO Any% Open, hosted by Dansta and Plan B Esports. We've got our first of two Division A semifinals for you here now between Stamo and the G5. My name is Casual. I'm going to be flying solo for this one. This is going to be a good one because we see Stamo, as you might see it by the number beside his name. Stamo is actually the 16 seed in Division A. And for those of you that might not fully understand what that means that Stamo had the highest PB out of anyone in Division A at the time signups closed. So the fact he's here in the semifinals right now is very, very impressive. In the top four, despite being the 16 seed. I understand, I think there was a forfeit in round one, but still winning his round two matchup to get here, so very, very impressive stuff. Nonetheless. And we have the G5 here. Living up to his name is the number 5 seed, so it's going to look to try and stop this, underdog run here from Stamo. We also do have the 14 seed from Division A in the other semifinal that's going to be taking place tomorrow. So, I mean, we've said it enough already. Division D has been a crazy division, but I think Division A is a serious contender for that craziest division just because we have the 16 seed here and the 14 seed in the semifinals. It just shows you how competitive and how close Division A is. It's really cool to see. Looks like we'll be getting underway here in just a moment, but yeah, I mean some very cool stuff for sure. If we get the 16 versus 14 seed in the grand finals, that would be insane. Looks like we're getting underway here in just a moment. There we go, and we are off and running. So yeah, the winner of this match going to be moving on to the grand finals to face either Crunchy Spawn or SA1102 SMO. So, I mean, either way, should be a great match. It not only in this one, but also in that grand finals, regardless of who is racing. Does seem like G5 might have the slight advantage here because of the PB difference and also the difference of the best completed runs so far. But, you know, it's a race. Anything can happen. You never know until the race is over. Getting underway here, quite literally off and rolling. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun one for sure. I know last Friday we had some crazy close races. I'm hoping this Friday will be the same, and I'm sure with how good these runners are, I'm sure we'll be able to see that indeed. Looks like G5 off to a slight lead here. Looks like we might see a hydrophobia attempt here from the G5, and will. And it's good. So there we go. Already going to be saving about a second here in cap from that hydrophobia alone. And yeah, we saw G5 go for it in his last race against JD Boy. Stamo did not go for it, so understandable that we did not see an attempt there. This time, ooh, G5 struggling a little bit with this left side. Meanwhile, Stamo going to be taking the safe right side. And is probably going to pull into the lead because of G5's left side miss. And yeah, we'll have a slight, about 1 to 1.5 second lead here in the topper. Oh, but Stamo unfortunately going to lose most of it there because of some damage. Gonna have to grab this checkpoint here at the start of Cascade, so he doesn't have to take a health refill on that first moon. And yeah, I mean, very small margins here at the beginning, and it's understandable. Cap Kingdom, there's not really too much that can separate you, unless you, like, take a death on the beginning bridge or something. Which, luckily, I don't think we've seen yet, although in a race I've done just as a casual race, someone has actually done that before, so I'm always kind of nervous it's going to happen, but luckily these runners are too good to let that happen. You've done that so often, Dansta. Oh, geez. You've got a 57 now. And yeah, we'll see Stamo grab that checkpoint, refilling up to 3 HP. And we'll keep that slight lead, assuming he's able to grab the moon here with no issues. And yeah, just looking at the stat sheet here, yeah, looks like we probably won't see any DSSs. Looks like we won't be seeing any chess clips either. For those of you that are interested in what I'm looking at here, we do have our stats sheets available for viewing. For this division specifically, it's Stats A, so there's the link there. Do races with the rule no reset unless death and capped. Oh no. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It's not often, but well, I guess maybe if you're saying it got pulled way too often, maybe it's a bit more often than I'm thinking here. We saw G5 with a slight slip up there. You're good, Dex. But yeah, Stamo gonna take a slight more of a lead here because of G5's slight slip up, but still won't be too much. Oh, and slightly messing up the second phase there. See if this third phase is good. Yeah, it looks good from both. All right, cool. But yeah, I linked the stat sheet in there for anyone that is curious about that. And while we've got some cutscenes, I'll quickly go through everyone that is involved in this race. We've got our runners. Make sure to go follow them on their main Twitch channels. I believe the G5 is live on his main channel. Stamo, I think, is live on an alt, but there's his main channel for you to follow. Obviously, both of them are very good at what they do in terms of SMO. I've got myself on comms. Let's see if this got updated. It did. Nice. Love to see it. I'm currently on my 16-star grind, actually, since I've been knocked out of Division B. And then, of course, we've got Dansta on the restream. We're going to be seeing Dansta in the Pro League coming up probably in a few months or so. So make sure to stay tuned to see that. January, yeah, okay. So yeah, start of 2025. Very, very cool. Oh, Stamo missing the spin pound there. Still going to have a very, very slight lead leaving Cascade, though. But yeah, solid, decent starts from both. Some slight hiccups here and there, but nothing too serious that's going to make them miss DSTA, I believe. I forget what their offsets are. I think one of them is minus 15 and one of them is minus 10, if I remember seeing correctly. So yeah, definitely both of them will be on track to make this DSTA, which is the main thing. As long as you're not slipping up too much in the first two kingdoms, you're still perfectly fine. And yeah, taking a quick look at the stat sheet here, it doesn't look like we'll be seeing any platform clip routes, unless one of them decides to mix it up. But in their last races, neither of them went for it. So I'll probably be seeing some standard, regular DSTA routes here. Oh yeah, I missed that. I guess it was sync for a moment there, and G5 actually taking a slight lead because of the mashing. Or maybe it's the physical versus digital difference. I'm not sure. Not sure what either of these runners run on, but maybe that's part of it. But yeah, both of them starting out in sand here, going to be planting this seed. And yeah, we're going to be seeing some standard routes here. No reverse towns either. And a good bird hit there from G5. Stamo misses the cap bounce, but an easy backup for him. And going into these rumble rooms now. Both of them getting a good spin pound. We'll be breaking open this seed here now to expose the moon. And for those that don't know, that works because of the clock we went into at the beginning of the run. It skips forward an hour because of daylight savings. Normally you'd have to wait 20 minutes for that seed to grow, but we kind of abuse that by having daylight savings push us ahead an hour and instantly growing the seed once we get back out of the sub area. A very cool little tactic that's pretty unique to Odyssey specifically. It's very neat. I don't think you see that too often in any other games. Oh, Stamo having a little bit of difficulty here finding the Dune Moon. Or I guess rather, getting the ground pound. Speaking of ground pound, G5 getting a slightly awkward ground pound, but making it work. And, okay, G5 going to be setting up for this dram attempt. At this level, it makes sense. Stamo going to be doing the same. And a good dram from G5. Stamo that looks to be okay, I believe. And is good, yes. And yeah, G5. Oh, is G5 going to be doing platform clip route? It's possible. Yeah, not grabbing this moon, the Kratos moon. That is a telltale sign that G5 will probably be going for platform clip route. So is going to mix it up here in this race. Very interesting, okay. So the surprise for me. This is very cool. Love to see it. I do see Stamo did grab that Kratos moon, so is just going to be doing the standard route here with reverse Jaxi. Oh, messing up slightly, has to set it up, but does get it in the end. See, did G5 get the manip? Yeah, that was flawless. Very well done from G5. Can he get this triple jump now? This is probably one of the... Well, I can't say for sure, but I would have to think that might be one of the scarier parts, is getting up to that moon. Maybe someone with a better PB can confirm that or deny it, but... Oh, did take a fall, though, so he's going to have to wait for this next cycle. It's going to lose him a bit of time here. Oh, misses it! Oh, no. Okay, I don't know why I thought he missed it again. Apparently I'm blind. But we see the route difference here. Stamo going over to the cactus, collecting that moon. It does take some damage, though, so is going to have to health refill with where the birds gather. And we see G5 with that platform clip going into Sphinx Room, grabbing plenty of coins. And is going to end up with Lost in the Luggage, while Stamo ends with notes. So yeah, G5 gonna have a slight lead here out of sand. So it'll probably be, I want to say, just under 10 seconds. Let's see, so G5 globed at 10:18. And Stamo globing at 10:25. So about a 7-second difference here between the two out of sand. Still early game. It makes sense that they're close. We might get to see a bit of a separation here out of Wooded, especially. Lake shouldn't be too bad at this level, anyway. But Wooded is where things could change drastically. Wooded definitely one of those kingdoms that could do a lot here. We've seen a lot of interesting things happen in Wooded throughout this tournament so far. Hopefully, both these get clean Woodeds, though. That's what you'd want to see, preferably. But yeah, it's going to be a 10:43 versus 10:50. So yeah, 7-second difference here. Oh, G5 missing the moon initially. Does get up to the next area here with no problems. Stamo's cap is slightly off to the right, but that's fine. No big deal. Now let's see. Oh, G5 not even gonna attempt lake clip. Alright. Just gonna be doing the standard Rango route. And Stamo as well. No lake clips here. Looking back at the match stats, we did see G5 go for triple lake in his last run. Did end up missing it, but did go for it, so I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing a lake clip here. Unless he did miss it and I just didn't see. I don't think he went for it, did he? But yeah, I mean, that being said, we're going to see some double Rango action here. Oh, G5 misses the first bounce, but backs it up really well. That's always scary when you miss that. It's very easy to just either take damage there or take a while to back it up. That was a good backup from G5. And does get a clean Rango. Oh, you missed it too? No worries. I don't think he went for it. But I mean, either way, if he did, he missed it. and went for Rengo instead. But yeah, I mean, both these runners showing pretty clean lakes here. Rengo route lakes. Right, that's fair, yeah. Speaking of stats, who do we have on stats for this one? We have Bliplow on stats for this one. I'm not sure if we have a statistician command or anything, but yeah, go check out Bliplow. Actually, Bliplow raced in the previous match. I'm not sure how that one ended, but was taking part in that race, so definitely make sure to check out for their future races coming up in a few weeks, in the next few weeks, I should say. Law just took the win? Okay, okay. Oh, okay, so Bliplow still got, what would that be, 24 points, I believe? Yes, okay. Very cool. Alright, well, yeah, still a pretty close race then. That's, I believe, probably one of our closest races in Division S so far. And, well, speaking of Division S, we're actually going to be following up this match with another Division S match, Group D between Autumn and Shemcat. I will also be joining the booth for that one. That one's going to be fun. Well, I guess we do have a little bit of time while we're going into the shop here. So I'll go over the rest of the day. So we have our Division S Group D matchup coming up next between Autumn and Shemcat. That'll be followed by our Division B bronze match between Arcani and Shuna Ethan. And then we'll be ending off the day with 2 Division D finals matches. That series is a best of 3. It could end tonight, or if it needs a game 3, we'll be seeing the end of that tomorrow. So a lot of good matches coming up. So make sure not to miss any of those if possible. It's going to be a lot of fun. Both of them setting up for the tree routes here. Pretty standard stuff. G5, slight little hiccup on the movement there, but nothing serious. Nothing that's going to completely stop him here. Not getting stopped on this nut clip either. Stamo also gets the nut clip. G5, okay, misses the moon. Oh, it takes a spill! Doesn't even get the moon! Oh, geez, so he's just gonna have to do... gonna have to get the story moon here. And Stamo does get the out-of-bounds moon with the movement. So Stamo is presumably gonna take the lead here, assuming nothing goes wrong for either runner. Because Stamo will be able to skip the story moon with the out-of-bounds moon he grabbed there. That's unfortunate from G5. He got a good nut clip, but just could not chain that out-of-bounds moon or out-of-bounds movement, rather, I should say, together. So yeah, he's gonna have to take a bit of a slowdown here with this Piranha Plant. Gonna opt to kill it when he comes back here. Yeah, we get to see the difference here in just a brief moment. See G5 have to kill this Piranha Plant, grab the story moon, take the cutscene. We'll get to see Stamo here. Skip this, go for Flower Road skip. Looks good. And as long as he can nail the rest of this movement here. Doesn't get the triple, but good backup here. Doing a very kind of fun spin there to get on the moving platform. Oh, G5 misses that FRS. Gonna have to set it up again. Does get it the second try. And yeah, we see the difference here. Stamo probably gonna be... I believe this is about 15 seconds or so, maybe 20 at most. Ahead here. Yeah, I'm here for the Stamo underdog run. Being the 15 seed myself in Division B, I'm been a huge fan of the underdogs so far in this tourney. And seeing the 14 seed as well in Division A, possibly making finals, that would go crazy. Two underdogs battling it out. That would be super, super cool. Yeah, we'll see G5. Okay, opting to do Spiritless. Makes sense. Would have had the option to fight Spirit, but does save time with the Spiritless. And yeah, Stamo. Yeah, I haven't really seen, but yeah, probably about 15 or so ahead, like I said. Getting the first moon here just fine. Looks to be on a decent cycle here, and is. Nice. Well done from Stamo. And yeah, gonna be exiting Wooded here. Looks to be about a mid 19 1x. G5, clean as well. And there we go. So, I mean, honestly, other than the out of bounds miss from G5, these are actually pretty good Woodeds from both runners. Like, I think that was really the only big mistake I saw from either runner. I think the rest was pretty clean for both. I guess maybe the one FRS miss from G5 as well, but that's not too much. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, so this is about... Let me check the head-to-head. So yeah, 1918 versus 1931. So yeah, about a 13-second difference here, leaving Wooded. Still anyone's race, of course. We're only 20 minutes into the run. We've still got just over 40 minutes to go. Anything can still happen. Just because Stamo has the lead now doesn't necessarily mean he will hang on to it. Still a lot of run to go. Being close out of Wooded is definitely very cool, yes. Especially because Wooded is such a big choke point. But having both runners get clean Woodeds, that's what you love to see. Like we've had plenty of close races out of Metro for sure. Even some close races into RBM, but you know, being close out of Wooded is especially very cool. Especially if they can keep being this close later into the run. Stamo getting a good cloud here. G5 looking to do the same. And yeah, nails the third phase. So good clouds from both. That's what you'd expect at a 101 and 102 level. Stamo's only +5 to PB out of Wooded. Oh my gosh. And yeah, still +5 out of Cloud. Wow, alright. Well, I mean, heck. What does that BPT say? 101.51 for Stamo. That could be exciting. If Stamo can keep this pace up, that could be very, very interesting. Both of them getting good meme trees here. Just kind of holding my breath just to make sure G5 got the last jump. I didn't want to do anything on my end to potentially curse them. I've kind of been notorious for that so far when I've been commentating. Try my best to keep that to a minimum. You too. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think any commentator can avoid it. I think if you're stepping into the booth, you're expecting to have some kind of curse happen. So you know that's just what we're signing up for. We gotta be ready to, you know, have that happen. You said no deaths so far in Luncheon, and then Pajulu died 3 times and Yo-Yo once. Oh my gosh. There's no way. 3 times. Oh no. Oh man, that is an insane curse. That might even be worse than my my Pillars curse. I don't know. Actually, probably not. But just about on that level, I would think. But yeah, Stamo, very, very good loss here from him. G5, assuming this Deathless goes fine. On pace to have a good one as well. And, okay, there it is. Luckily, that's only a couple seconds. Luckily, that's only a few seconds. But okay, yeah. As soon as we start talking about it, and I start saying things, that's when stuff happens. That was like insane timing. But yeah, luckily not too much. Still gonna be still gonna be a 13-second difference here out of Lost. 23:06 for Stamo, 23:19 for G5. And yeah, Stamo's still +6 on PB, so very, very close. You're probably right, Otaku. I don't think anything can beat a Pillar's Curse, especially when that Pillar's Curse caused Bella to lose the race. I will try my best to refrain from saying anything in Pillars once we get there. But yeah, both of them with good climbs here. Stamo gets the Goomba bounce. It was looking a little bit spooky, but kind of recovered it. And yeah, both of them moving along here so far. Stamo, good entrance to City Hall. And gets the cycle. Oh, G5 gonna be going for Goomba Darn, as the almighty Saren likes to say. Shout out Saren. And yeah, getting it successfully there. And yeah, good City Hall there from Stamo. G5, assuming this blind jump doesn't go crazy. Might even save a tiny bit of time because of that Goomba Darn. Well, his race loss was much closer than on stream visibly. Yeah, it was, I mean, yeah, it came down to, I guess like 10 seconds or so. I just showed you how far ahead Bella was going into Escape. So would have been pretty one-sided, honestly, probably about a minute and a half if it wasn't for the Pillar's death. That would have been crazy to see Bella take the Pillar's death and still manage to pull out the win. That would have been nuts. But yeah, we see neither of them going for Giggler, by the way. I just noticed that there. I'll check the stat sheet here in just a moment to see if they would either of them went for it last race. I would assume if they're not going for it here, I would assume they have not been. This is a little bit spooky for G5. Recovers it well. And yeah, both been clean 2 cycles. And yeah, both of them just kind of moving along. I mean, there's only been really like small slip-ups here and there. There really hasn't been too much leeway from either of them. That's what you like to see. And yeah, it looks like neither of them went for Giggler in their quarterfinal matchups. Oh shoot, really, Dansta? Wow, okay. That's insane. So yeah, maybe a good thing that Max did end up getting the win then as a result. Wow. That could have been very interesting if that had happened. I didn't really realize it was like that. So then would they have had to re-race then if it had been invalid? Alright, Stamo getting a good scoop clip there. And G5 as well, matching. So yeah, I mean, we see Stamo just hanging on to the slight lead. G5, I think, has been making up slight time here and there. But, I mean, yeah, it's been very, very even. Neither runner have really had any huge mistakes here since, I guess, the out-of-bounds miss from G5. Max would have been eliminated after the fact, and Bella would have had to play that match. Interesting. And yeah, welcome on in, SA. Of course, you probably know you'll be facing the winner, or assuming you win your semifinals match, you might be facing the winner of this. So either way, you'll be facing one of the two, depending what happens with your semifinal. So yeah, both of them have been playing very well. And yeah, we see Stamo, yeah, like Dansta says, not too far behind PB at all, keeping very close. We do see the route difference here, by the way. We saw G5 go into slots, and going to be doing this bullet building as a result. Meanwhile, Stamo going to be getting these story moons, plus the one extra moon here. Alright, good bullet building here from G5. And actually, it looks like, yeah, G5 is going to have a very slight lead from the route difference here. Not sure if Stamo maybe made a mistake or not, or if this day Metro route really saves that much time. But either way, yeah, G5 getting into the lead ever so slightly here. Oh, but might... Oh, okay. It was a little bit awkward from G5, but makes it work. But yeah, it's... What is this, about 2 seconds now? Oh, he had warp text, right. Yeah, because G5 got it in sand, I remember. Oh, Stamo, not getting the spin pound he might have wanted there. Do we get the bullseye here from G5? That looks to be good and is. Looks good from Stamo as well. Oh, just barely not. Just slightly too far to the right there. And yeah, I mean, it's very, very close now. This is what I was saying. We saw, well, out of the 3 matches I commentated last Friday, 2 of them were less than 5 seconds apart, leaving Metro. And it looks like it'll just about be the same here in this race. Might just be slightly over 5. We see G5 with a 30-40 globe, which should equal a 3101 Metro exit if I'm doing my math right. Stamo with the 30-47 globe. So yeah, about a 7-second difference here leaving Metro. G5 able to slightly pull into the lead. But again, it's not much. It really is not much at all. We even see 6 seconds on the stat sheet here. So a very, very close race here out of Metro going into second half. Again, I don't know what it is with the matches I've been calling, but it always seems to be super close out of Metro. And I mean, this race not deviating at all from that. I mean, I'm on the next race too, so I've got 2 for today. At this rate of going, we might very well see the same thing between Autumn and Shemcat. But yeah, commentating's fun. I've been enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. I think I did a tiny bit for CCG back in the 2022 tournament. It was only a couple matches though, if I remember correctly. I think I was kind of just starting to do that a bit more. Definitely been getting much more comfortable with it though, with this tournament for sure. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. Yeah, well, I mean, if you compare it back to my 2022 races I did, like, I think literally the first one I did, I got, like, instantly stuttered trying to, like, introduce myself. So I've definitely grown since then, for sure. And, yeah, I kind of gotten that confidence, for sure. CG5, I think that's a good snow clip. Yep, we'll be getting that. Stamo going for it as well. I don't think he quite got that. No, just barely not. Well, you did comms for ESA. Oh, that's super cool. That's a goal I want to maybe try and do someday if I can. Maybe try and either do like ESA or GSA, one of the two. That'd be super neat, I think. ESA is the one in Europe, correct? I forget where it usually takes place, but I think that's the one in Europe, right? Sweden, yes, okay. That would be, I mean, that would be a flight for me for sure because I'm here in Canada, but that would be super dope to go to one. I also need to get out to a pace as well. I haven't been able to do that quite yet just because of how my schedule has been. Yeah, I mean, I guess depending how my schedule works out for this summer, I might be able to get out to summer 2025. But ESA would definitely be a bit more of a trek for me, so that would be kind of an after university kind of deal for me, I'm sure. See, neither runner opting to do ICC. I mean, of course, it's Division A. They have 101s and 102s. I wouldn't expect it. We might see it a bit in Division S, but at this level, it definitely makes sense that they're not going for it. But we do see them doing the route that involves Snowdram, though, so we'll get to see those in just a moment. G5 going to the shop. Oh, it takes a little bonk on the crazy cap sign. I didn't even realize that sign is there. I did not realize that was a thing you could actually bonk on. That's funny. Stamo taking the long route around. Not going to be bonking. I'll keep that in mind, Dansta. That's good to know. I appreciate the input on that. I'll definitely keep that in mind going forward when I'm able to potentially get out to these events. G5 setting it up. Looks to be okay, and yeah, makes it. Oh, Stamo taking a bonk on the Odyssey, unfortunately. Oh, taking a second bonk on the Odyssey. Does the double backflip there just to make sure that doesn't happen a third time. Understandably so. Okay, that looked a little close, but Stamo is good. We will see the lead kind of widen a little bit. G5 with just the cleaner snow here overall. Going to be about a 19 to 20 second difference here. June 27th to July 5th. That is okay. That is good to know. I will probably be working at the time, so I don't know if I'll be able to make this summer 2025 one, but once I graduate in 2026, 2026? Is that what I just said? 2026. Maybe we'll be able to make that one this summer, depending how things go. And yeah, welcome on in, Matsy. Am I saying that right, by the way, Matsy? Don't know if we've actually met, but I know you as the Sats guy, so big shout out. We appreciate all you do. Yeah, pretty good beginning here from G5. Stamo taking it slightly slower and safer. And yeah, so I can confirm it was an 18-second difference out of snow. So this has actually been the biggest lead we've seen so far in this race. 18 seconds. That is wild. Before then, it was... looks like 13 seconds out of Wooded was the biggest lead. Oh yeah, I just realized that G5 has been making up that time. Because I noticed, yeah, he was plus 56 earlier, so I kind of ruled the possibility out, but has been cooking here. I did not even realize that. That's crazy. And yeah, Stamo has still been very close as well. Imagine if we were able to get a double PB here live on Plan B Esports. Imagine how cool that would be. I think the only other time I've seen a double PB in a race was in another tournament. In a race that happened a few months ago, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Ruler, G5 has been cooking. I didn't realize he had all this time save in, looks like Metro specifically. And yeah, G5 is only plus 1.5 out of day Metro, so yeah, I guess had a ton of time saving Metro for some reason. And just made up pretty much all of it. Oh, doesn't get this fish clip though. I was gonna say that looked a little too close. That one should be fine. Oh, is that what it was, Cypher? Okay, that actually makes sense. Yeah, 3 cycle is a lot of time loss. So yeah, that makes sense. See Stamo going for fish clip. That looks good and is. So gonna make up a tiny bit of time here with that fish clip. And okay, so G5's gonna get a 39.08 from the looks of it. And it looks like Stamo. I'm not sure if Stamo actually did make up any time. Maybe G5 had a slightly better rest of Seaside. Admittedly, didn't actually pay too close attention. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be basically the same at a Seaside here, but plus 18. Oh, 19 seconds even. Okay. So 39, yeah, 39.27 here. For Stamo, 39.08 for G5. And yeah, G5 still only plus 5 on PB here, even with that fish clip miss. See here, oh, takes a bonk. Luckily does not take damage. Just barely landing back on the platform. Second tries the charm. And we'll get up there. Stamos, maybe a bit of room here to try and make up a tiny bit of time here. If the slip triple goes well. Oh, Stamo missing it as well, unfortunately. No, didn't get a second try. That's just slightly too low. Will third try be the charm? Looks good and is good. But G5 actually gonna build on that lead slightly with those couple misses there from Stamo. And we see G5 finishing up with Spirit there. Stamo taking another slight bonk there. So yeah, probably gonna be a little over 20 seconds now for G5. Still very, very close though. I mean, we've got the rest of the luncheon. There are a lot of things that potentially could happen in luncheon. Fingers crossed that nothing does happen, but it is possible for sure. And then of course we got Bowser's Kingdom coming up. We all know about Bowser's Kingdom. Anyone who's run this game can tell you about Bowser's. G5 gonna be grabbing this quick moon around the corner here. It takes a slight bonk, but still manages to avoid damage. Oh, Cappy being a little bit weird there, but G5 making it work. That was... I don't think I've ever seen Cappy go quite in that direction before. But G5 makes it work. And very clean there. Crate break there from G5. Stamo working up to the same area here. Oh, G5 slightly misses the stew. Gonna have to take another crack at it here. I'm surprised Stamo was able to roll there. Wow. That was a very awkward spot, it seemed like, for Stamo to be in, but still gets the roll off. There we go, clean movement there from G5. Looking to capture this Podobo as soon as gets out of the moon cutscene, and does. Oh, doesn't get the roll cancel. Gonna be bonking on the door. Oh, too sure what happened there. I think he just got a straight up just jump dive instead of a spin pound. A little bit of an odd one. Oh, Stamo takes damage. Might not be able to make this cycle. Nope, gonna have to wait for the next one here. Gonna lose a tiny bit of time with that. Oh, G5 probably stays alive here, but that is scary. Gonna have to climb back up. That gives Stamo a bit of a chance here to make some ground up. Yeah, it's definitely time safe for Stamo, especially... Yeah, I mean, especially with the fact that G5 having to climb all the way back up. I mean, a death would have been a lot worse, so at least G5... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! No! I did not just do that! I did not just do that. Stamo is actually going to be in the lead. And a clean climb up. G5 taking it slightly slower here going around. And that's the lead for Stamo, just like that. A little bit of a curse, perhaps. But yeah, regardless, that is a lead change. Stamo gonna be ahead by probably about 5 seconds. Pretty good cheese as well. Oh, G5, I think... Oh, okay, I was gonna say maybe had the slightly cleaner cheese, but doesn't get the lever. Dancer giving it a 2.5 out of 10. Wow. Very strict critic here. I think I would have given that, like, you know, a solid, like, 7 at least. G5 maybe slightly lower because of the lever not being grabbed, but... You know, dang, wow. Tough crowd, apparently, for Stamo. You know, these are the important things. We need to know how good these cheeses are from both runners. It's a very important topic. Technique-wise, G5 was an 8. You know, I can get behind that. Just the ending, dragging his score down a little bit. But I mean, I don't think either of them are too worried about their cheese scores here. I think Stamo is going to be more focused on trying to keep this lead that he built here because of G5's mistake. But it's only going to be a few seconds. I think, I didn't see for sure, but this looks to be probably about 3 or 4 seconds at most. Let's see these fade-outs. 45-40. 45-42, it's a 2-second difference. Oh my gosh. We've got a race on our hands, folks. We have absolutely got a race on our hands. I'm curious to see what the deltas on PB are, though. I feel like, especially with G5 slip-ups, I feel like he probably isn't going to be on PB pace anymore. I mean, Stamina? Maybe still. That's a 46. Yeah, it's a 3-second difference according to the head-to-head sheet. So this is going to be an exciting finish, folks. This is what you love to see. I swear, I always get the extremely close races until late game, and I love it. I love that I'm here for these. It's so fun. And yeah, just taking a quick look at the sheet here, so it looks like Stamo is about plus 26 on PB out of luncheon, and G5, yeah, unfortunately, is going to be plus 47, so yeah, did lose a good chunk of time here in that luncheon. It's a little bit unfortunate. But, you know, that's just the way it goes. In no resets such as this, you're bound to typically have a kingdom go like that, unfortunately. Yeah, this is insane essay. I don't know what to tell you. This is insane. Both these runners have been just absolutely putting on a show for us. And I mean, it's crazy too, because, yeah, we did see G5 had about probably a little over a 20-second lead going into Fork's room, and then some things happened to him that gave Stamo the lead again. They've been extremely back and forth. I'm not sure how many lead changes there have been, but it has to be at least probably 3 or 4, maybe even 1 or 2 more. And yeah, I mean, it certainly seemed like it danced, especially, with the fact that he was able to gain so much time on PB in that Metro specifically. I thought he was going to just be, yeah, kind of on cruise control, but, Stamo showing why you never give up, even if you are a bit ahead. G5 on 1 HP, I'm not sure how we got to this situation, but gonna have to be a little extra careful. Perfectly fine, though. But yeah, Stamo gonna still hang on to just a very slight lead out of Ruined. Assuming neither of them missed the moon or something. But yeah, this has been crazy though, I say. Yeah, it's been nuts. This might... Well, this definitely is one of our closest races into Bowser's. Maybe even a contender for our closest race into Bowser's. I'm not sure. We'd have to go through a lot of numbers for that one, but it's possible. And yeah, that is true, Zypher. Yeah, G5 did miss that out of bounds moon, so I had to back it up with the story moon. It's a good chunk of time lost there as well. But, I mean, besides that and the luncheon, this has honestly been a pretty good run for G5. And I mean, Stamo's been consistently chugging along here too. Not really dropping too much time to PB anywhere, specifically. And yeah, it's now a 2-second difference here, heading into Bowser's. Top 2 closest races. Oh, right, I guess our closest race was, what was it? I believe it was the round 1 between Crunchy and, who the heck did he face again? The name just eludes me, but I believe, they were a second off or so. That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to beat that, but I mean, at the rate these two are going, this could definitely be, top 2 or top 3 closest races so far. And it's funny, because that closest race was also Division A. That just shows you how extremely competitive Division A is. And we see G5 actually making up a slight bit of lead heading out of this Ogre Moon here. Oh, Goostin! Oh my gosh, I apologize. I'm so sorry. Do you have it in your heart to forgive me? Maybe someday? I hope so. But I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. You did good. You very nearly pulled the upset on the 2 seed, so that was very impressive. That's crazy to think about. If Crunchy had lost that race and Gustin had won, we could have possibly seen the 14 seed, the 15 seed, and the 16 seed all in the semifinals. I mean, it's crazy enough that we've gotten the 14 and 16 seed here already. But if we had added the 15 seed in here, that's literally the bottom 3 seeds in the top 4. Imagine how crazy that would have been. Maybe in an alternate timeline, we have that happen. But I mean, the fact that Stamo is here and SA is here is definitely crazy enough. Shows you how close Division A is. And yes, this is true SA. So, yeah, for those of you that don't have the stat sheet up, G5 is currently on a 102.19 BPT, and Stamo is currently on a 102.39 BPT. So, G5 no longer on PB pace. Stamo, if he can pop off in BM, could possibly still PB by a tiny bit. Oh, G5 taking a dive towards the shop here. I don't think that's a shop we quite want to go into. And G5 with the based decision, going for Harriet first. That's what you love to see. Oh, but Stamo. Oh, that's so unfortunate, going for Topper first. I was low-key, honestly, rooting a little bit for Stamo just because he is that 16 seed, but with that Topper first, might have to reevaluate my decision here. Nah, I'm totally kidding, but yeah, we see the difference here. They'll be swapping out their respective boss fights here in just a brief moment. Stamo going to be going over to the Harriet. And G5 going to be going over to the topper. Looks like Stamo will not be opting to do Sarbomba here. We saw G5 go for it and get it. So, making up a slight bit of time with that. Or I guess rather saving a bit of time with that, I should say. Oh, but gonna be losing that time save with this slight mishap here on topper. Does find the hat, but it takes a little bit. Oh, Stamo unfortunately just barely missing that last bomb. So I think G5 will still have about a 5-second lead or so, maybe slightly more. So this will be a 53, I want to say 56 bunnies here. Yep, for G5. Stamo with a 54.02. Oh, 54 flat according to the stat sheet. Stamo's speed might be ever so slightly delayed. But yeah, according to the sheet, a 4-second difference here into mech. Both of them going to be going for this Krates Moon. And both of them managing to just break one crate. Keeping the other crates intact. Oh, Stamo, okay. Maybe realizing that blind jump wasn't going to work. Plays it a bit safer. Gonna lose a little bit of time, but it is better than taking a death. For sure. And yeah, I mean, you are right, SA. This is very true. As we like to say in the business, I said this last week, I'll say it again. It all comes down to what? It all comes down to BLJs. G5, good first bubble. Stamo right behind. Good second bubble from G5. Good first bubble from Stamo. And good first two bubbles here from both. I'm not sure if either of them go for TA. Let's very quickly take a look at the stat sheet here if I can in time. It looks like... Oh yeah, G5 will be going for it. And gets it! Stamo going to be going for it as well. Can Stamo match here? This is very important here that Stamo hits this. And gets it! Here we go. It all comes down to Moon, folks. Both of them with very, very clean mechs. G5 still with a slight lead, but it's going to come down to the final kingdom. This is what it's all about. This is what you love to see. This is, as one could say, absolute cinema. And yes, your race is right after this, Autumn. This is correct. Be facing off against Shemcat in a Division S Group D matchup. And yes, I'll be back in the booth for your race as well. I believe, yeah, it looks like it's just myself. But you know, I'm perfectly fine with that. Honestly, you know, I mean, it's nice having a co-commentator to kind of bounce things off of, but you know, in a way, it's kind of chill to be kind of solo in the booth here. It is nice in a way. Kind of have your thoughts to yourself. But yeah, that being said, G5 just over 5 seconds ahead here, leaving mech. So yeah, did have a slightly better mech split overall, but I mean, both of them had pretty clean fights, and Stamo was right here with it. This is literally about maybe a missed Mooncave skip apart. That, I guess, it's a fair point to answer, yes. It could depend on that as well. I haven't had the experience of co-comming with Michael just yet. Maybe some time here we will, but I believe for the Division C finals, I think I was on with Cosmic. That was pretty chill. Yeah, G5, grabbing both rocket flowers. Gonna be setting up for this Mooncave skip. Stamo grabbing both rocket flowers as well. G5 opting. Oh, missed the one. Okay, I must have saw that wrong. G5, a good first try Mooncave skip, going for the 2-wall jump. Playing it a bit safer, perhaps. Oh, Stamo doesn't get the cap bounce. Gonna have to set it up again. That's gonna be... No, it's not gonna be too low. Wow. Kind of shocked that worked from Stamo, but makes it work. But is gonna lose a tiny bit of time because of the resetup required. So gonna have to hope that, perhaps something happens in the fight here for G5, or something small happens in escape. I won't comment on specifically what, but I think you guys can kind of have an idea of what could possibly happen. Okay, we see Stamo here into the first phase while G5 working on the second phase. Good fast hat there from G5. And now both of them just kind of waiting for Bowser here to spew the flames and jump back onto one of the back platforms here. Stamo with a good second fast hat. G5, a setup for this third phase, slightly to the left, does readjust, and gets it. So yeah, now Stamo gonna have to hope that something happens to G5 here in escape. Oh! Pausing the game slightly too early there. Gonna bring up the menu. Stamo, a good third phase as well. So yeah, it's about, probably 15-second or so difference here going into escape. Still anyone's race, down to the final, literally, wire. And, well, important to note, I think Stamo unfortunately will not be on PB pace anymore. He was 102.49 BPT entering Moon, but I think with that Mooncave skip miss, I think it just barely puts him out of PB range. So a little bit unfortunate there, but I mean, still can play probably within 10 seconds of it. So that's very, very cool. G5 nails 2D skip. Slight little bit of hiccups here with the blocks afterward, but does get it. And is out of 2D. Oh, okay. Falls off the block a little bit. I don't think I've quite seen that specific interaction before. But that's only about probably a second or so, if even that. Stamo nailing the 2D skip while G5 goes into pillars. Can we get some cat jams in chat for the final pillars here? That looks good. Yeah, that's a good first pillar from G5. No, 7TV isn't enabled, unfortunately, so we just have to imagine the cat jams are there. Just have to use our imaginations a little bit. Stamo entering pillars as well. But that's a good pillars from G5, and G5 is going to be taking home the win. Going to be moving on to the grand finals to face either SA or Crunchy Spawn. Whoever wins that semi-final tomorrow. Stamo right behind, though, getting that third pillar. One more to go. And that is a 102.32 from G5. Only 3 seconds off of his best time in the tournament so far, so showing that consistency. That's very, very cool. And Stamo gonna be getting a low 103 here. Gonna be a 103.02 from Stamo. Oh, 103 flat according to the stats sheet. So yeah, 30-second difference here. Oh my goodness, this was such a good race. That is what you love to see. And yeah, G5 gonna be moving on to the grand finals. Stamo still has a match to go, will be in the bronze match, and that their opponents will depend on Crunchy Spawn and SA1102 tomorrow. Actually, that's the Battle of Portugal, so that's going to be kind of neat to see. Make sure to stay tuned for that when that happens tomorrow. Um, but yeah, GG's to both. Both extremely good race times here. Stamo showing up, not quite getting it done, but showing up for the lower seeds. That is what you love to see. Yeah, you guys both played extremely well. Both absolutely putting on a show for us. That is what you love to see. And okay, looks like we've got Stamo. Oh yeah, here we go.
Hi.
Stamo, hello. GG on the race.
Yeah, GG's. That was closer than expected, to be honest.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I mean, you're only 5 seconds off of your PB. That's
Yeah,
insane, dude.
it was actually PB pace into Moon and for most of the run.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
actually
think it was.
PB today too. This is like my second run that almost 102.
No, seriously. Oh, so you got your
Yeah,
102. Was it the 102.55 you got just today then?
yeah, but it's my second one. It was like 0.3.
Oh,
But
I
I
see.
missed a nut clip in that run, so it's actually more
Oh,
insane than it seems.
wow. Well, yeah, I mean, you played it extremely close. I mean, even in Moon, yeah, like you said, you were PPT on that PB, but just I think it was the Moon Cave skip miss that may have cost it.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that was unfortunate. But I really
yeah.
played my heart out. Like I was nervous, but I was also very determined, so that kind of balanced out.
Oh, we could see that for sure. Yeah, you played extremely well and keeping it super super close throughout the
Thank you.
race. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll wait to see if maybe G5 wants to join as well. But yeah, I mean, I guess do you have any kind of thoughts about your run overall?
Um, I mean, early game was kind of bad. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good run. As I said, it was PB pace. I didn't think I would play so close to my PB, especially because I was as nervous as I was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the stat sheet here, it looks like the furthest you were away was 26 seconds. So I mean, it's keeping it very, very close throughout. It's very, very cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, you played extremely well, and you do have another match. You'd be facing either Crunchy Spawn or SA1102. Who do you think you'd maybe prefer out of the two, or do you have a preference between them?
Um, I honestly only know Crunchy's Spawn, and that also only from chat, so I don't know what their PB is or anything
Okay.
about their Odyssey skills. So no, I don't have a preference, and yeah, I will just try my best regardless. I really want the third place. I'm
Yeah,
actually
that
like,
that
so
would be super.
I'm already like really happy with how I played this tournament. I got a bit lucky with my first round. My opponent DQ'd. But yeah, I think I redeemed myself. So
Oh, you certainly did. Yes, I mean, yeah, showing up for the lower seats for sure. That's what you love to see. Um, but yeah, just looking at the sheet here, it looks like Crunchy Spawn has a low 101. And I think he's been getting 103s or maybe high 102s throughout the tournament so far. SA has actually been playing very well. I think he actually has the two best times in the tournament so far.
oh
Um,
damn,
so
what did he
so I
get?
guess either let me check here. I believe I want to say it was a 102.21. See if I can find it here. Um,
That will be
maybe
hard to
Dan,
beat.
yeah, maybe Dancer can back me up here a tiny bit. NIL stats, thank you. Um, yeah, 102.20, and then a 102.32 in his other race too. So,
I
yeah, I
guess I
mean, I guess
prefer a crunchy spawn then because I
that
don't know if I can beat him with those times.
right. Well, I mean, either way, it should be a fun match for you.
Yeah,
Um,
we will see.
yeah. But yeah, I guess with that, we'll go to a quick break here. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for our next match. It'll be between Autumn and Shemcat. But yeah, I guess that'll do it for us. Do you have any kind of closing thoughts before we head out, Stamo?
Yeah, I want to thank my mom for cooking basil lasagna because if I didn't have this lasagna, I wouldn't have been able to play like I played today
Oh my
at
gosh,
all.
the home cooked
Yeah.
meal buff. That's what you love to see. Shout out Samo's mom. But yeah, that being said, yeah, GG once again, and yeah, we'll see you in about 20 minutes for the next match. We'll see you real soon. Be right back.
See ya.